loving ourselves. The superficial stuff is only like a fluorescent light bulb. Okay. So the whole idea of the Mandela effect is us all co-creating together. When some things in reality that others notice have changed after a very long period of time, and it seems like the change just happened so drastically, when really it wasn't too drastic. The reality of it is that we're all working together as like a network, as like connected beings subconsciously on a spiritual level. So it's directly due, the Mandela effect is directly due, in my opinion, to those who are resonating at a higher vibrational frequency, those who have managed to master their emotions and are doing really well and are resonating at a higher frequency. They're able to make certain changes happen. And in our reality in itself, some people remember things to be one way and some others remember to be another way. Now just remember, we're all on our own paths, right? We get to make certain decisions which allow us to learn certain lessons, which lead us on whichever branches of the path that we need to go down. And not everybody is at the same level, resonating wise, so your frequency, and not everybody is at the same stage of development, emotionally, spiritually, and that's okay. There's no real need to look down on another person. Understanding your boundaries and standing up for yourself is very important. Yes, you are allowed to speak your truth. You are allowed to say what it is you need to say. But it doesn't mean that I personally, when I've done that, look down on the other people for what they're doing. I understand it completely. I understand why they're doing what they're doing. Do I agree with it? No. Do I want to take control of their lives to make them change? No. Am I suggesting an alternative for people to make decisions for themselves that are a bit easier for transition? Yes. Do they have to listen to me? No. Do I think less of the other people around me that have done malicious things or that have sabotaged other people, that have hurt other people in horrific ways? No, I still don't look at them as less of a human being, but I hold them accountable completely. And they are responsible for taking accountability for their own actions. And karma does affect those people just as much as anybody else. Things are being balanced out now. So those who are resonating at a high frequency and those who have genuinely come from a place of understanding and love are able to make certain changes with the collective. When I say collective, the entirety of the population of Earth, if you want to call it that, they are able to make certain changes, and other people who are resonating at that frequency notice these changes. Not everybody notices the changes. But we're all at different stages, even myself. So I like to be able to share what it is I've learned and maybe teach or help others, but at the same time, I'm still a student, so you can be both. So these changes that are being made, this is the fun part. You know, architecture, when they make buildings and structures and they're designing certain things, well, people do that as a profession. However, in the 5D, let's say manifestation realm, in coming into the 3D, there are individuals that are resonating at a high frequency that are making certain changes to restructure and recreate what is our reality so that things become more balanced and stable and things are at a more peaceful state of being, frequency-wise. And I would like to consider those people the archetypes, or, you know, the ones that are the manifestors, the ones that are helping co-create and helping direct certain things to be structured in a certain way. Almost like building blocks of reality, and they resonate at the highest frequency, or what some would say in quotations, the most high. They are at the state where they are able to co-create very well. And it's best to do it from a place of loving and understanding. If not, then we have the chaos that we have currently right now, and that's just an old way of being, an old state of being. And things that no longer serve us don't have to continue that way. So those resonating at a frequency, the most high frequency, they are literally, they have done the work to understand themselves and therefore understanding other people. So that's very important, especially when it comes to starting fresh and new. And the spring is a great time to start fresh and new. Out with the old, in with the new. Anything that doesn't serve you, remove it. Separate yourself from it. You do have responsibilities, we all do, and there are some things that we've karmically tied ourselves to, and there are some things that we have to learn, some lessons that we have to play out, some cycles that we have to still finish, and that's okay, because every time you finish a cycle, you start a new one to learn a new lesson. So depending on where you are on your journey and how high you're vibrating, what your frequency is, and you can vary between frequencies. Just remember, holding a certain frequency would be considered, in my opinion, somebody that's mastered something. They become a master. So whether they're a master of themselves or holding their own frequency, that's a whole other thing. I don't know, but I know nothing, but I remember a whole lot. Okay, so this one, when you sing, you